Hey folks, Engineer 775. I'm out in my shop. Well, that's some bad lighting. Let's see what we can do here. Let's turn this camera around. That is definitely the ugly side. All right. This is the ugly side of Engineer 775. The cool thing about YouTube Live is you can be a little bit more spontaneous. And a lot of times you see, if you've watched my videos for any period of time, you see, like 30-hour jobs or 50-hour jobs put up in about 15 minutes of video. And but in order to get to the place where I can actually go to the site and put in everything, I spend at least a day, sometimes two, depending on the side of the job, getting ready. So I'm out here, it's about to rain. I'm out here in my shop getting ready for a combination solar install and a well pump job in Georgia. Hey, Elijah, cool kid. Elijah, my son just logged on and he's watching the shop. Hey, Elijah, what are you doing watching? You should be out here helping me. He was helping me earlier, out here working. So what am I doing? This is just chaos. I'm getting ready. It's a combination of like 3 jobs in Georgia, so my bench is a disaster. So again, I entitled this The Ugly Side of Engineer 775. My conduit buckets, miscellaneous parts. This is my job bucket. This is what I usually do. Everything that I know that I need in my head, I kind of go through every step, every wire, every connector, every fitting, and just start building it in my head, in my shop, because when I go to a remote location, I surely don't want to have to go to the hardware store. And a lot of times they don't have what I need anyway, locally. Yeah, I'm sorry, I need to get one of those phone gimbals so I don't cause you to get sick watching this. So I'm building my job bucket. What I'm putting in is another one of these Grundfos pumps. I'm putting in an SQ Flex 6 SQF2, and with the water situation the way it is, this thing's only going to be used about 350 watts of power, and that's amazing for the amount of water it's going to produce. Almost 6 gallons a minute on 110 volts and 350 watts. That's it. So I'm just getting ready to, I'm not going to load my truck because it's raining, but I'm getting my wire together, my waterproof boxes, and my well pipe, conduits and everything, the handy Honda generator, and this disaster. Welcome to my disastrous shop. I have got like 8 jobs to do, and I've never had my shop look so bad, but it's productive. 1.25" parts for my chiller next week. Hey folks, gimbals. Who's saying that? Anyway, I see people popping in here. How you doing, folks? All right, so what I'm doing here, I do a combination. I need to explain what I'm doing here a little bit, because all you do is usually see the finished product. I'm gonna keep this camera like this. So what this is basically a way to make a connection between the well pump, and I use a simple pump cap, which is the hand pumps I've showed you a lot of. Here's where the simple pump goes. My electrical wires will come up into this LB. I'll make a connection here, and then I like to take conduit from the end down to the pressure switch. So all the wires are nice and neat. This is a very neat well house I'm going to be putting this in, and so we'll be having the 1.25" plumbing coming up. And then here is also a disinfection port where I can disinfect the well. I can't loosen it up right now. But anyway, I'm going to put a safety rope through here. So I have my nylon safety rope that will come up and be connected here just as a backup. So there'll be wires, there'll be 1.25" poly, and the safety rope. So, all right. Working on a Saturday? I work on every Saturday. Turn your phone sideways. All right, here we go. We're going to turn the phone's rotate device. Why isn't it rotating? All right. Yeah, I rotated device. Why is my phone still saying rotate device? Sorry about that, folks. Is that better? Can somebody tell me if that's better or not? All right. Anybody out there? Is this working, or are you sideways? Anybody? Anybody out there? It's worse. Why is the rotation locked on my phone? Oh, sorry about that, folks. This is really bad. I told you it was the ugly side of reconnecting. Wow. Yeah, I want to rotate device. Sorry, folks. Sideways, upside down. Oh my goodness, we're back to this. Probably have to restart. Well, I'm not going to restart. I'm going to keep it going this way. So, anyway, where was I? I use a simple pump set up to mount multiple pumps because of the nicely machined billeted aluminum cap. And then let me show you what I'm going to connect to. It's a big 86-gallon bladder tank. And before I go out into the field, I like to pre-build these T's and have shutoffs, check valves, pressure relief valves, spigots, lots of brass. This stuff is expensive. Hey, that's kind of cool. Hey, I'm going to do a double live. Elijah just came out. He's on his phone. Has anybody done this? Ooh, there's 3 levels of live going on here. Is that kind of crazy or what? I see 3 levels of phone. So I told you, folks, this was the ugly side of Engineer 775. That is funky. All right, Eli, take your phone back. You be the moderator. How often should you disinfect a well? Well, you don't have to disinfect it until some wells require it more often than others. And what the heck are you talking about? The comments come up and go, so it will go away so fast. Anyway, a lot of brass, a lot of money, and that's my tank T. It's a manufactured tank T, and so that's, you are back too long, not wide. Now you are back too long, not wide. Okay, can you see it? Does it work? All right. Anyway, hope you get the gist. 86-gallon bladder tank, prepare. That's a lot of storage, and just thinking through all this. Eli's been my helper today. Hey, Elijah, and he's moderating my YouTube live. So, all right. So, I just wanted to kind of show you that I do spend days getting ready for a job, designing it kind of in my head, and then going out. I build a job box with all the parts and fittings and Teflon and glue, stuff that I'll need, and then I start putting everything together. I know this looks chaotic, but I'm also putting in a hand pump. This is how the simple pumps come, in a big gold cardboard tube, and then they have a box with all the parts. So there are a lot of components, and if you don't go through, people always forget things. So I actually, it pays for me when I'm traveling so far from home to go through every single thing and almost build a job in my shop, in my head, and go through. Today the challenge was to get a 3/4 to 1/2 inch reducing bushing locally. That was ridiculous. So anyway, my hopes is when it's done, it looks neat, it's very functional. Hey folks, how you doing? Now you're back. Okay, working just narrow. It is working. We will just deal with it. Thank you. Thank you for dealing with my portrait video today. So anybody have any questions about water or solar or anything? I just kind of wanted to show you how disastrous. You know, my videos kind of look polished and everything kind of goes together so easy, and I've had people say, boy, that's my dream job, is to do what you do, blah blah blah. Well, if they came and spent 2 days in my shop, they would run away. Can you give a quick comment on how much water height drop you need before considering? Yeah, if you're doing hydro, Elder, I think that was your name, it just went away, your comment. You want to have at least, in my opinion, you need to take your volume times your head and divide it by 10. And if that number is at least 100, that would be 100 watts, then you should go for it. Anything less than that, I think you're kind of wasting your time in terms of how much money it's going to cost to make it work, unless you just want to have fun and make some power regardless. So volume in gallons per minute times head and feet divided by 10, greater than 100 is what I would go. That would give you 2,400 watts a day. So, Elijah, we have this job ready?
Yes.
Do you smoke weed? No, dude, I don't smoke weed.
Who gave you that comment?
Oh, I don't know. Kenny49 said, do I smoke weed? Do I sound like I'm smoking weed? Your shop looks better than mine. I don't think so, man. Video makes it look better. It's a disaster. Unrelated. Do you have videos about using supercapacitor packs as an alternative to normal batteries? There's a lot of people that have done that. I have not messed with capacitors as a storage device, though they are. I wanted to see the kids' reaction. Well, he had a reaction, Kenny. Thank you. he's just rolling his eyes. That's his reaction
Yeah.
to this Engineer 775 smoking weed comment. No, we don't do that. Enjoying that Dwight Yoakam in the background? I don't. They probably aren't. It's probably not their kind of. This is what Engineer 775 listens to: guitars and Cadillacs and hillbilly music. Showing your junk again, I see. Oh my. So anyway, we're gonna load up the Ford and head out here early, 5:30 Monday morning. Just getting everything situated. It's about to pour. I am going to buy a trailer. I've made up my mind. I've got two trailers already, but I'm going to buy an enclosed trailer, dual axle, and I'm going to have it outfitted for solar, plumbing, electrical, water. Cool kid. Yeah, he is a cool kid. There's my cool kid. Good tunes. I wonder how many people think that's good tunes. Oh, watch out. You could definitely trip and kill yourself in this shop. All right, well, I just wanted to do another YouTube Live, really. Thanks for putting up with me. Eli, get that wire.
What wire?
All right, let's turn this down. What'd you turn it? Hillbilly music here. Upstate South Carolina. That's what we listen to. At least that's what I listen to. All right, folks. Any other questions? How far do you go to do wells? I've gone to Missouri. I've gone 15 hours. I've flown to Texas. I guess Texas is the farthest I have gone to work on wells. Let's talk a little bit about that. How far will I go? If you're buying, I'm flying. How about that? Poor connection. Why do I have a poor connection? Just bought property in Tennessee. Yeah, Tennessee's not a problem. Do you still do any work with Dave Kobler? No, I saw Dave the other day at the Prepper Conference, and he was speaking, and he's working on, he does doing different things. He's got a school that he's going to start, and I stay in touch with Dave, but we don't work together. Little Dwight Yoakam, that's right. Would you travel to Tennessee to do one? Yes, I would. I've done it before. Do you know if anyone has designed equipment to liquefy wood gate for storage? I imagine that's wood gas. The only ones that have done the liquefaction of wood gas that I know on a university level is Berkeley, and that lady, University of Berkeley, I think, and that lady left. So I don't know what's going on there. Can you message me? Send me a message, because I will not, Mr. Yeager there, send me a message, because this thing's scrolling away and going away, and I will not remember your number. And these comments do not end up on the video later on, from what I'm gathering. So anyway, just chilling out on a Saturday with my son Elijah. Where are you going? We're building a dual solar water system. We're using the Solarc inverter. We're going to show you a dual Solarc. I'm going to show you the video of that. We have dueling Solarcs, dueling batteries, dueling transfer switches, and we're running a lot of different things, including a DC air conditioner, DC mini split. So I don't see any questions coming in there. We're having bad weather, so I think the reception's not so good. All right. You sell a system that can be installed by the buyer? Yes, that's a good question. I do sell systems. I will design one for you and actually ship it to you directly. Can ship solar kits. I've worked with folks in California and Oregon and Arizona, and I would be glad to sit down with you on the phone, design a system, and ship it to you, get you a good price. I've worked with a couple companies that are helping me get good prices for people, because I can't get, everywhere I'd like to, but I surely can get you. If you're willing to do it yourself, I can give you everything from the racking to the panels to the inverters, to the batteries, shipped to your door. Preferably a commercial location. It'll save you a lot of money if you have a commercial address. Okay. Oh, Captain Sanders, yes sir. What do I message on? Just send me a message on YouTube. You can send one directly to my channel. You can send an email to practicalpreppers@gmail.com. You can Get me on Facebook, Engineer775, Practical Preppers. There's like 500,000 ways to get me. Instagram, Engineer775. DM me. Is that the right lingo? DM me on the Instagram, bro. I think that's what I was supposed to say. Elijah's teaching me. And oh, more spam. I'm buffering really bad. I may have to watch you post. What do I message on? Seed and email. Eli, that's not how you spend.
Oh.
Watching all of Johnny V's videos when the power goes down. Yes, sir. Johnny, I'll be with Johnny on Monday. Johnny is a great friend, and we just do a lot of cool projects together. So we'll be working on one. And it's like the month of May, Johnny and I will be doing a lot of stuff together. We have a 40 kW residential system to do with thermal storage. Got another system in central South Carolina. We got some projects in Georgia. We got another one in North Carolina coming up. And so we got a, Johnny's great to work with. Hang, no problems there. I don't know what. Do you know of anyone who is putting out information about running a hit and miss engine off of wood gas? No, I really thought about doing that. As here's my gasifier right here, just sitting ready to run something, and I have not run it. I'd love to have a hit and miss motor, but I haven't. Ooh, what was that just went by? Chiller's got to go in Tuesday. Oh my goodness, too many projects. 48 volt DC air you like. Who's Hotspot? Neil. Hotspot Energy. It's on my website, practicalpreppers.com. I did a video yesterday of one after a year and a half of running. It's awesome. Have you ever done a solar powered pool pump? Oh man, these questions are good. Yes. Dankoff Suncentric 48 volt from 24 to 36 48 volt pool pumps. It's not really a pool pump, but I'm using it as one. Man, where did they don't last long. Sorry folks, your questions are coming, but they're not. They're just scrolling through. There's my old gasifier. Boy, it looks pitiful, but it works good. Looks like you got a problem with stray children around. Yeah, I don't know where these kids just come running through the viewfinder. There goes more. Oh, there goes another one. What's exactly that? That I'm looking at is a gasifier. That's a gasifier. This is the combustion chamber in here, the filtration, cooling, final filtration. That is a gasifier from Victory Gas Works that I got on my birthday 7 years ago. Run many things off of it. What are you going to solar power the golf? When are you going to solar power the golf cart four-wheeler? We wind powered the golf cart, as you probably saw, and we'll do some more. My kids are so rough on this, they broke the top off, so I have nothing to mount the solar to right now. I got to weld up a sturdier frame for the farm. What's the price of the gasifier? Well, I paid $5,000 for that gasifier. That's about $16,000 right now. If you can get one from Ben Peterson at Victory Gas Works, they've made a lot of upgrades to it, so I'm not sure the availability of them now, but they're very expensive. Very well built, all stainless, but pricey. So that is used to run a generator or vehicle or motorcycle. Is Crown your batteries of choice? No, they're not. The battery of choice is a name brand, the best price. Actually, I'm going to buy some Decas this week, and all of them, the Rolls, Surettes, the Trojans, they're all good. Crowns, I don't know. I've heard some things this week that make me discouraged, but an SBS is what I've been using for forklift batteries and lead acid. There's so many cool good batteries out there. How pricey is that ice battery you showed the other day? That ice battery is very pricey. There it is, that tank. And it's a good question. My buddy, I'm his R&D site, one of his R&D sites for this project, so I've been bartering for that ice tank, so I cannot tell you, sir. $5,000 is a lot on the gasifier, yes, but there's a lot of cheap gasifiers out there that do not work, and you might spend $1,500, and they're not going to work as good as a Victory Gas Works. Hey Elmer, how you doing? Elmer up in Pennsylvania. We got to catch up sometime. Elmer's another great installer. Universal Solar up in Pennsylvania. If you're ever in PA and you need some solar help, Elmer knows his stuff. And hey, Mr. Thomas, how's it going? So yeah, I don't know if I answered your question on the crown. The crowns are fine. It's just seeing some premature failure, and a lot of that can be due to the actual owner and the person of the battery. What are you doing? Oh, there goes that crazy kid again. You look chilled out. Yeah, I'm just chilling out today. I'm tired. I'm just tired, Elmer. But we got like 5 projects coming up. So anyway, just finishing up here, getting ready to put in some pumps, some solar. I'd show you the solar arc again, but I've got it all boxed up. We're going to put the EMP hardened generator. And a lot of people have asked about the EMP and is it truly. They have put out some videos testing the unit and blowing up laptops and other inverters. And the solar arc survives the high frequency 50 kilovolts per meter blast. In a controlled experiment, of course. It's not a Kim Jong-un nuclear blast from above. Hopefully that never happens. But the solar arc has tested well against 50 kilovolts per meter, where other electronic gizmos just fail miserably. So that's why we're installing them, doing more and more solar arcs with AGM battery banks. Right, Elijah? Right. You're going to wire up the next one. I'm going to retire, and I'm just going to do YouTube for the rest of my life. I wouldn't have a YouTube channel if I wasn't working, so I just put everything that I do on the channel, and that works pretty good. Any other questions? Do you still work on design for wood burner and heat and power? Yeah. Yes, I just installed one. Are you going to be doing a project live today? Nope, that's Monday. And the problem when I do projects live, the reception, the bandwidth stinks, and I can never usually do one on site. So I've been doing live from my house, and hey, New Zealand. So anyway, you're just tired. You're not getting high? Oh, what? No, I'm not getting high. I'm just chilling out on my golf cart, listening to Dwight Yoakam, and that's it. Elijah is so chill. Yes.
I am not chill. I am not chill.
Do you ever plan a solar car? You know, I really want an electric car. I'll be messaging you in the future for my upcoming property. Cool. Please do. A lot of people. I have missed so many questions and requests on my YouTube channel. I apologize. So anyway, can't get to everybody. I noticed that when you move fast live, bandwidth can't keep up and blurs. All right, I'm trying not to move. I'm just holding. I need one of those fancy gimbals for my phone.
Why do you keep on saying gimbals?
Because they make them. What are they? There's a brand that's really awesome. Jason Andrade showed it to me, and I can't think of the name of it. Jason's another cool, awesome channel that you should check out. West Coast Sustainables. He's up on all the latest gadgets. Even see the streak roaming around. Yes, the streak keeps roaming around here. All right, well, I guess that's it. Now that I've chilled enough here, we got to get back to wiring up this tank T. Plumbing up this tank T. What are we doing next?
I don't know.
Dwight Yoakam's putting me to sleep. I gotta change the tunes maybe. We gotta put this wire in. So this is not how I recommend that you should work, but this is how I'm working today to pull everything together. So I just have bins and bins of parts. Thanks for stealing my seat, Elijah.
No.
Oh, here's the solar arc. Solar arc's going out. The other thing I haven't told you about is this cool. Check this thing out. This is a VSP, Energizing the World, portable solar generator. It's a 14 kW storage unit, 48 volts, AGM batteries. It actually drives around. If I turned it on, I just turned it on. Let me show you that. Eli, come here for a second. Could you drive this thing? This thing, you got to push that button down. Push that button down for me. We show this, folks. Okay, we're gonna go forward. You see the thing driving? Whoops. You gotta keep that button pushed down. Whoa, there she goes. This thing's so heavy. It's got a transmission in it, and it actually drives around. Do not crash into anything. All right, this is made by VSP. You can see the voltage, 50 volts. And I don't know, it's using 50 watts standby. And it's got it is 220 out. Jason Andrade is using this at the governor of California's house right now as a backup power system in a remote location. You can hook solar here, and then you can also hook DC inputs here. So I haven't showed anybody this. This is a VSP 14,000 energizing the world. This is something that I haven't done a review on yet, nor have I done it on the humless. I've got a humless solar generator over here. You're getting a tour of all the junk that hasn't shown up on YouTube yet. Lithium ion, lithium ferrophosphate 4 batteries. Okay, it's fully charged. I am running that off of solar right now. It's a cloudy day, but she's fully charged and running. It's kind of my test array, 1800 watts, 6 panels, 6 300-watt Sonevas. Poor Soneva. That company that made those just went bankrupt, filed for bankruptcy, out of business. I don't like this poor connection thing. I really don't understand why I have a poor connection. How did that golf cart and wind turbine thingy work out? Worked out great. It was a lot of fun. Elijah learned a lot. And do you have much forest on your property? Yes, I have 30 acres of woods and about 25 of pasture. And so I've been so busy, I'm not doing any gardening this year. It's really bad, I confess. How much per panel are those? Well, 300 watts. I don't know what I spent for them. I've had them for 3 years. Solar changes all the time. Here's 24 more. I'm doing these REC panels right now, these Twin Peaks. So anyway, this is kind of random. I'm bouncing all over the place, showing you lots of junk. And that's the beauty of YouTube Live, folks. You get to see chaos in action. What? You have cool prepper stuff. Yeah, we are blessed to have a lot of cool prepper stuff. A lot of stuff people send me. Hello from Poland. Hello, Tomek. And hey, stalkers. Here's the link for the VSP 14,000. That's cool. Thanks, Gregory. All right, are you selling that? Hey. If water stands on a spot for days after rain, what would be a good location? Would that be a good location for a well? It's possible. There's a lot of factors that go into determining a location for a well. Hey, sunny Florida. Ah. All right. Well, let's get this truck loaded up. I'm going to have so much stuff. We're going to be loaded down. And what else can I show you in my mess? This is Elijah and I's project. We're slowly making it. It's a 1939 John Deere. Got the radiator record ready to go. Got a new magneto for it. Every part costs $300. Oh, so we're going to get this little old tractor running again. That's kind of a side project. I get crazy projects. Do you need a cauterizer? I'm going to put a new switch in this cauterizer out here in case you have any horrible flesh wounds and you need me to seal them up. There's a switch pad in the cauterizer, so we're going to fix that. Oh my goodness. More Grundfos. And then the power room. What did we make today? We made 30 kilowatts, 15 on one, 14 on the other, plus battery bank's doing great. So you're in my prepper shop, and just keep on prepping. Fire away with more questions. How do you like your LS tractor? You know, that's a good question. It's actually an LI. It's an industrial. Actually, the paint is yellow. There was only 444 of these babies made. It's an industrial tractor. I know that because the Governor is special, and it has this transfer pedal that allows you to override the Governor on the road. The regular one does not have it. So, hello, folks. Keep the videos coming. Blue lights equals high tech. I guess. Peck, what are you doing? Have you tried Back to Eden? No, I have not. Oh man. Brake and shear come in handy for little sheet metal projects, duct work, that kind of thing. Okay, enough of my chaos. Folks, we're going to be doing, like I said, Friday nights. We're going to schedule live events with real topics, much more organized than this chaotic video. I'm still practicing. Obviously, I had the rotation wrong. I will keep the videos coming. AGM versus lead acid. Other than the price, your thoughts. AGM batteries, probably 50% of our customers should have an AGM and not a lead acid. Because they won't spend the time to check specific gravities and fill them with distilled water, or they're just not at their location long enough. Whoa! So AGMs for people, an AGM is still a lead acid battery, but it's a sealed battery, and a maintenance-free type battery. So we're doing more and more AGMs because we find people we think they say they're going to take care of them, but they either overfill them, they don't check them, they don't equalize them, they don't do what they could to make the life extend as long as it could. So I'm doing AGM decas, AGM rolls. I get them. So if you need batteries, call me up or let me know. I can ship you batteries. That's not a problem. And just see if we can get you a better price than what you're finding. But I can ship them anywhere in the country. Your wife will give you Friday. Your wife will give you Friday nights off. What is? Yes, she is. What about using 24-volt powered batteries for a solar system? I'm good with all types of batteries. If you get a good price on your batteries and they're in decent shape, batteries are so expensive. So if you're able to hook up, Johnny V. Valentine just found an awesome deal on a bunch of telecom batteries that were about a year old. I don't know what he got, like 4,000 pounds worth for like less than $1,200. So, there's great batteries out there. If you can find a good deal, if you can't, you want new batteries and you need some, I can get them for you. So, yeah, L16s. We use L16s. We use 2 volts. If we have to, we use golf cart batteries. Typically, most of our systems have something a little bit bigger, need at least 400 amp hours plus. We do 400 to 1,000 amp hour battery banks. And the rolls are best if you can afford. I might agree with you on that, but batteries are changing. We're having, Johnny Valentine does have a YouTube channel. It's Gain Solar. Yeah, search for Gain Solar. I think he's featured. If you look on the right-hand side of my channel, you'll see Johnny's channel along with a bunch of other friends of mine. So, anything else before I go? Any other questions? No other questions? AGM batteries, $134 a pound, I believe that is. What time on Friday you be on? What time on Friday do you want me on? I'm thinking of starting at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Would be 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, maybe 9 o'clock, and allow the West Coasters to join in and chat and do the super chat thing that YouTube allows. So give me a time. I don't know, just tell me. You're putting that out to my subscribers. What time Friday night Eastern Standard would you want me to start the YouTube live? All right, I'm gonna go for 8 or 9. Elijah, you're not being asked. 8:30, split the difference. I might do that, but people forget. Will electric car batteries work for solar? Yes, they will on some. We're working on Pika Energy. The electric car batteries, I haven't got my hands on any, but the 380 volt standard is in place. We'll be using Panasonic's 380 volt battery banks with the Pika Energy, Pika Islanding inverter. So, and I believe the Tesla's 380. There is a thing called a B-Link, a DC to DC converter that can step up the voltage if the battery bank isn't enough, up to the 380 volt bus bar. So, why am I having poor connection? I should not have a poor connection here. Must be the weather. All right, this is too long for a video, I think. Have you done any solar north of the 63rd parallel? I have not. What an awesome question. I'd love to. I was thinking when I bought these Mora knives, they're on the 82nd parallel in Sweden. After I found out that I'm 70% Viking, Just kidding. A lot of Scandinavian in my blood, and the Mora knives are from the 82nd parallel. And I'd love to do solar, but I haven't done it north of the 63rd parallel. Now I know I have a customer in Alaska that uses one of my solar, wood stove generators. He does solar there for about 8 months out of the year, and then he does thermoelectric generators the rest. So, obviously your panels are going to be at a very steep angle, and we set them at the angle. So 63-degree panels, that's crazy steep. But that would be, saltwater Aqueons seem pricey. Saltwater Aqueons are out of business, totally bankrupt, folks. No more Aqueons available unless you're just getting what they have in inventory. Do you need a separate charge controller? What? If you use both solar power and wind power? Yes, you do need a separate controller, and with wind you need a diversion load controller unless it's built into the controller that comes with the turbine. On some of the smaller turbines, they are built in. 100% Swede here. Well, I'm not, Johnny, glad to hear it. I'm about 70%. My grandmother was 100. Would you need huge oversized array there? Yeah, the less solar that you have, the larger the array you're going to need to have to make up for it. And the good thing is solar power is coming down. People buying it 30, 25 cents a watt. What do you think of doing MPPT on wind turbines? Well, some of the charge controllers are. There's a lot of different algorithms. There's better algorithms than MPPT. FlexCharge has an awesome little charge controller for wind, and it uses an algorithm that is so much more efficient, 99.99% efficient compared to MPPT. The cheapest Mora knife is $4 here. Yeah, the Moras, you can't. I've had this carbon steel Mora for a year now. Well, almost, yeah, over a year, and it's tough as nails. So why is a poor connection? Pulse width modulation versus MPPT. MPPT, again, is the standard right now. It is better than pulse width, but pulse width is cheap. Pulse width works. So, is it? It's better than not having a charge controller. Let me put it that way. Yes, solar is useless in some of the higher up latitudes. That is true, but that's why you use it while you have it, and then revert to a biomass solution for the rest of the time. Find another way to make electricity. Solar isn't the only way, obviously. Are you a vet? No, sir, I am not a vet. Wish I was. I almost did. I went to Naval Sea Cadets for 4 years, and I ended up getting a scholarship to go become an engineer, and I ended up going to college instead of going in. Reconnecting. Wow. I hope I'm still there. Primus Aeris. Low power. Yes, they are low power. You ever install gallon thermal storage tanks for hydronic heat? Yes. We just did in Easley, South Carolina, installed thermal storage tanks for heat. We're going to be doing more and more of that, folks, for greenhouses, homes. Hydronics is coming. Are you a member of Mensa? No. No time for joining groups, just time to work and help people. So, all right, let's go outside and let's see if I can get a better connection out here. What do you think, Elijah?
Better connection is better.
Yeah, integrated. Are large tanks available to do multiple days with no heat input? I'm not sure. You can parallel these tanks, these CalMac tanks. You can put a bunch together. Can you run the wood boiler on junk mail? I do. Right now, I run my wood boiler on junk mail, and all my jobs, the cardboard that comes from them, on junk mail. Better. Hey, Eli, give me a ride. Give me a ride.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a chauffeur here. Over to the boiler. Don't hit anything.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. To the boiler. Go that way.
That way?
Sign that kid up for track. He's a runner. Yeah, he can run. And he also can play the guitar. And he can sing. A lot better than Dad. All right. Take me to the boiler. Let's show. This is what we do with our junk mail. This started out as the ugly side of Engineer 775. Don't run into that stump. So, yeah, we keep this, even though it's 80 degrees out here today and humid, we keep it going, as you'll see. Whoa, pizza boxes, junk mail. Hey, well, that's a check. Who threw away this check? No, just kidding. So you see that cardboard just in there? That'll give us about 3 hot showers. So we do, but we do burn the junk mail. We burn cardboard. In the summer, you don't see any smoke coming out of this baby. Water temperature right now is at 176 degrees. And there you go. Good use of material. Yeah, we try not to waste anything. Boiler, boiler. Sometimes it's known as the birdie boiler. And we threaten to throw Elijah in the birdie boiler, or we call it Nebuchadnezzar. This is old Nebi, if you know the story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
And a little earlier on today.
Yeah, I'll give you $100. You can name the Hebrew names. Oh, did I just say that?
Yeah, you did.
I'm always betting my kids whether they can know these things, and I lose a lot of money. So
there was a black snake right here, about 20.
There's where to go. Anyway, that's how we take our showers. The energy in here. So we throw junk mail, cardboard. We don't burn plastics. We burn paper, cardboard, and wood in here throughout the summer, and that stays ahead of our showers. So. We've seen the paper would create creosote issues fast. You know, this is my 12th year. I know there's issues with creosote, but I really don't care. I run it hot and I'll burn it right out. You gonna put some wood on? Yeah. How are you gonna do that? It's full of cardboard boxes. All right, watch. This is ought to be good. Oh man, crash. Okay. All right, there's some flame. Let it crank up here so we'll show them. Yeah, so you do get some creosote. You see the creosote forming on the door, and but again. 12 years of burning. This is not in my house, this is outside, and then I can burn it really hot, as you're about to see it get really hot, and it'll take care of some creosote. And the flames will come out. The flames will come out of here pretty quick and burn my face off. Whoa, you do not want to come out here with hairspray. Okay, that was just a demo.
That was a dumb idea.
So when you open it up, you get the whoosh. Yeah, there's the backdraft. And so, anyway,
Dad.
We said the ugly side of Engineer 775. Now we see the stupid side of Engineer 775. So if you got hairspray or anything, you can definitely burn. You don't want to come out here. You'll burn your eyebrows off, your hair off your head. So normally I wouldn't do that. Shut the door. Oh my. Wait, Hebrew, are you Jewish? No, I'm not Jewish. I'm a Christian. And I study the Bible, so that ought to give some comments.
He used to be a pastor.
Yeah. I use solar and wind in Ireland. Bought my electricity bill down. Nice. Good job. Is it Droumrig? Sorry, butchered your pronunciation there. So, thanks also for your service. Can you cremate dead animals in a boat? Yes, it doubles as a crematorium, but that's not why I have it. Pyromania, Def Leppard. Yes, I have been called a pyromaniac before, but it's a great thing if you can, if you have the wood, and it's a safe thing. All the dangers outside, and it's not in your home. So we are all on the stupid side. You're just brave enough to show it. No, I don't know about that. All right, Eli. Why don't we take them down to the ram? Let's do a quick tour to the ram pump. We got enough battery in this thing?
Yeah, we do.
All right, take them to the ram pump. All right, folks. Want to see a hydraulic ram pump? I haven't seen it in months, so if it's not working, I'll be highly embarrassed.
Last time I was down.
Oh, my goodness.
Last time I was down there, it was working.
Okay. How safe would it be to use a pre-fridge? Oh, I hope that... Yes. I don't know what that meant. Yes, what? Yes, go to the ram pump. Hey, Scott, it's hard to read these comments with his kids driving.
Hey!
Okay.
You owe me $100 now. I don't have bad driving.
Yep. All right. We're heading to the hydraulic ram pump. The ram pump was first video of yours that I watched. Got me hooked. Cool. Well, It's been going since 1998.
Hey,
Hey.
What?
Take a left. All right, too late now.
Too late now.
Boy, we gotten some serious amount of rain. Everything's washed out. There goes the turkeys. There's a turkey over there. You can't see it.
Turkey.
All right, keep going. Those are my solar panels for my well. Solar panels for my spring. I got pumps in every water source.
Will you be able to see a fish?
No, go to the... No, they won't be able to see a fish. Man, you're hitting every bump we got.
Yeah.
All right, slow down. Yeah, just go. All right, go across.
Okay. Ooh, it's high.
Go, 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 go. These people don't have all day. Cut it. All right, the pond is what supplies the head pressure for my ram pump, as most of you already know, but maybe you don't. Oh.
Sorry,
Okay.
it's the terrain.
All right.
Oh crap, there's a tree down.
All right, you go get that tree down, and I'm going to talk to these folks about the ram pump.
Okay, I'll get the tree out of the way.
Okay. Endless hot water video is one of my first vids I've seen. Yeah, but that's actually quite a ways into my channel. I know I can't turn the camera sideways. I started a video in this stupid portrait, and I'm sorry. Anyway, here's the ram pump. I've had this again since 1998. It's been running here. It pumps 1,500 gallons a day up to about where we started on our journey down here, and she just thumps away. She's pumping pond water up to top of the hill, and one of the most amazing devices in the world. How do I zoom in? Why do other people have to rebuild their ram pumps so often? Yours have been running. Yeah, I don't know. Part of it is it might not be a Rife. The Rife ram is the best ram on the market. We make all different sizes. Even when silly kids mess with a ram pump, she still powers through and still runs. You're gonna try to mess it up, aren't you? Oh, I don't know why they have to rebuild them. They shouldn't have to. The Rife ram, I did put new gaskets in it once, and I painted it, but I didn't have to. There's 6 gaskets. I just wanted to go through it. So that's it. The Rife ram from inch all the way on up to 8-inch. Nope, that one sounds unique. Yeah, there's no clunking because it's gasket on gasket. A lot of the cheap, the homemade do-it-yourself ones, which I do have one over here, a DIY one, and the Rife is a nice rubber, heavy, thick, like 3/4 inch thick rubber gasket, and so it makes a nice sound. I think he did rebuild it. I did once, yes. Get out of there, Eli. Oh my. Can they be? No, they can't be made less wasteful. But you see, this creek, the flow of water never changed. I just diverted it. So there's not more water coming down. I'm not creating water. I'm just using the water source that's here. So it just dumps back into the same creek it would have flowed through without the ram pump. I'm not wasting anything, but the ram does require 7 gallons for every 1 gallon it can pump. Yes, you could definitely, if you sit down, it's just kind of mesmerizing. I think I will sit on the golf cart. And I tell people to watch my channel so that they can go to sleep, because it gets boring at times, but rubber gaskets are better than check valves. Good to know when choosing a design. Yeah, you can't beat the Rife ram. It's been around, the design's been around for a long, long time, 1800s.
And Dad, remember the time where you weren't here, but there was ice all around the ram pump?
Yes, it made beautiful ice sculptures in the winter. How
And
high
it
can it
still
pump
rains.
to? This one can pump to about, I've had the pressure gauge up to 180 psi, ready to blow something, which times 2.31. Technically, this pump can pump 250 foot in elevation, straight up, 250 up. But the other heavy-duty rams can do 500 in elevation. You could have a 24-hour stream of your pump. It's mesmerizing. Yeah, I think maybe I should have a ram cam. That's it. We're gonna do a ram cam, Eli, for the folks that want to just watch this thing and go to sleep to it.
Yes.
Were the moon landings fake? Oh man, don't get me into conspiracies and all that stuff. I just deal with water, power, and things that I can
solar energy.
Control. I don't get into all those things because it tends to be a waste of time. I would never get my projects done if I got into all those. And I know the flat earth, all the government conspiracies. One day all the conspirators will be conspirated, if that makes any sense. I don't have time for that. And I know a lot of people enjoy it. That's fine. That's cool. But I'm into moving water, and I'm into making power. And I especially love it when they're both combined. And now we're into making comfort, heating, and cooling, and taking the resources that are on a piece of property, biomass and water and the sun, and doing everything that you need to do. And they'll throw a little soil in there and grow your own food, raise your own livestock. It's very rewarding. No time for Alex Jones and the like.
And Dad.
Johnny V seems like a vet. No, Johnny V's not a vet. What about wind power? Wind power is great, but I don't have it. Do you have a dam? Yes, I have a dam. Da-da, da-da, the dam. The pipe's coming out of... There's my dam. All right, it starts over there. The kid's going to run across the dam. And that was the first thing I did here, folks. This was a little stream. And Elijah's standing on the dam. And we built a pond to supply the elevation to run a ram pump, because I wanted to somehow figure out how to move water up here. And we started monkeying around with this in 1996. Got that ram in 1998 for $800. It is modified and machined to accept clean water from a spring. It's a double acting ram, so I can use the pond water to pump clean water with it. That is not the setup that it's in now. It's only pumping pond water. It's good enough for chickens and cows. Okay, I'm just staying on here long. How much head does a ram pump overcome? It'll overcome 500 feet ahead if you have the right setup. You need 50 foot of fall in order to drive it. I think preppers and bunkers are not so silly now with what's going on around the globe. Do you watch Mr. Teslonian? I've seen Mr. Teslonian. He does a lot of cool things. He does a lot of cool things with gasification. I think I've seen a bunch of his gasification videos. So this is just water for the farm animals. Your water source is what? My water source is a well. I have a 300-foot well. I also have municipal water. I have rainwater, and I have spring water. My potable sources are city water, spring water, and 2 wells. This water being pumped is just agricultural. Okay, first time seeing you live. Much love. Appreciate that. Could a ram pump be used to lift water to run a large diameter water wheel? No. We did that. I did a video on the Pelton wheel running off of the ram pump. It is no. You can make power, but it's not the most efficient way to go.
There's a big carp swimming around right by
We have
the
a big
shallows.
grass carp Elijah has spotted swimming around. So I am really zoomed in here. Okay, that's better. So I'm just kind of doing an experiment here, folks. If you guys just checked in on my YouTube live, I'm going a long time just to see how that affects the number of people. We've got about 155 people that have come on here. Appreciate a thumbs up, subscribe, all those things that everybody asks for. I mean, I guess I'll be shameless and do the same. And appreciate you watching my channel. The channel's been a blast. I never thought it would be what it has become. It's great. What are your thoughts about biodigesters? I think it's great. I mean, there's 100,000 people in China that use biodigesters. I haven't done it. What's the drop on the ram? 12 foot from the intake to the ram is 12 feet in elevation. I have an 80-foot drive pipe, 2-inch galvanized. The next live show, I hope to do Friday nights, folks. Friday nights at 9 o'clock. Okay. Oh, there's finally some trolls coming on here. The last one was really nasty, so Thanks for subbing there, Vigo in Stockholm. Thanks for doing your channel. Appreciate you watching. The channel's been a lot of fun. Very rewarding. Great outlet. Makes you think ahead. So you don't. It's just a neat thing. The whole social media world is. I love it. I love it. Do Facebook Live now, YouTube Live, and Instagram. The whole works. It's just fun. I enjoy it. I'm a sucker for technology. You are appreciate that. Found your channel 10 minutes ago. Appreciate it. Been going for quite a few years now. 7 years. Smoke weed. Why do I don't want to smoke weed. What kind of pump is that? This is a hydraulic ram pump. I have a lot of videos on this pump. If you want to know more, you want to know how to build your own, you want to know the math, the theory behind it, just search my channel for hydraulic ram pumps. Got a ton of info on there that hopefully will help you. This is just my ram. It's been running since 1998, 24/7, 365. It's hard to find something that reliable in the world in which we live. And this is how water was moved before electricity came out. Can you see my comment? Sissy, no, I can't see your comment. I can see you now, Mr. Vainglorious. What do you do with the excess water from your ram pump? It goes back in the stream that was originally here. So I'm not wasting any water. It's just I'm diverting some of it to run. Hey, Jason Andrade. There's West Coast Sustainables, Mr. Jason Andrade on there. Cool. I know if I stay on here long enough, he might pop in there. How's it going, brother? Watch the Ram channel. Watch the Ram channel. Yeah, I'm gonna put up I need to put up a camera down here, some Wi-Fi, and let you watch this. My husband isn't interested in any of this, so I am here to learn. Okay. Well, maybe some of this stuff you could show that really works and might save money on your power bill is really cool. Cool stuff. I don't know what's going on up there. Elijah's causing havoc. I would rather watch the Packers. Well, it is April, and I don't think the Packers are playing. Power over Ethernet cameras. Agreed. I've got some power over Ethernet. I got some injectors running my solar system, so I got you on that. We need some Ethernet, power over Ethernet camera spread around here. Show some stuff. Is this correct that for every foot of drop you can pump 7 feet with a ram? No. For every 7 gallons of water, you can pump 1 you can pump 10 times. So 10 foot of drop will give you can pump 100 foot in elevation. It's a 10-to-1 ratio on lift. It is a 7-to-1 ratio on volume pumped. I hope that helps. What do you think a centrifugal fan thing would do as a hydro? Yeah. Not so good. Spencer Langston's Alternative Power. He's the one you want to go to. He's a good buddy of mine. If you want to, he'll make you a hydro system that will match your flow, and he will match the head, and he will dial it in for you. You can live stream from a drone. Yeah. Looks like he shit the bed. Nice. What does it cost to go solar on a small home? Man. Anywhere from 5 to 50 grand, depending on how many luxuries you want. Oxygen comes from the trees. Without you're catching some Z's. What? Hello from Australia. Hey, Carl. And make her go away. Remember, what? I'm trying to catch up with these comments. Can you do a welding on a solar system? I really want to do that. That's cool. I've shot some pretty cool sparks with about 1800 watts. I think I could do some simple welding with solar. I might destroy my panels though, I'm not sure. But I really think I could do it. Check valve wear, is that the issue? There's no check valve wear in this style ram pump. Okay, there's a waste valve, and all it is a big flapper, rubber on rubber, big heavy rubber gasket. So, yes, I do it. Knock, I do it. Can you weld it? Jason, you holding out on me? What do you mean you've been welding on solar? I haven't seen that video with my new system. I think he's talking about DC welding directly, not welding through inversion. That's cheating, Jason. But is Elon Musk the smartest man alive? I don't think so. But he's definitely pretty sharp. Grunfos SQ Flex, do you need the simple pump? That's a good question. Again, the simple pump is a mechanical pump. It's just a backup. You know, things fail. Solar panels can fail. Bad weather, batteries fail. And if the inverter, for whatever reason, you have a lot of components. You have the solar, you have breakers, you have charge controllers, inversion, any FETs, circuitry. If anything fails, forget the EMP, just having a failure. I'm a mechanical engineer. See this pump right here? This is why I like a simple pump. This ram pump has run here in this spot for 19 years, okay, without moving, other than pumping. And it pumps 1,500 gallons of water a day for almost 20 years. It's a mechanical pump. I like mechanical, simple things because they last a long time. So I'm an advocate of the simple pump is awesome, just like having a wood cook stove is awesome. There's a lot to be said for simple things that last forever. I love technology, I love bells and whistles, but there's a lot of failure modes to a big solar system. You're going to 775's house when the SHTF happens. You better bring food if you're coming to my house. Hope to see you next weekend at Sustainable Living. And yeah, cool. Yeah, we have a prepper outdoor prepper gathering next week, next Saturday and Sunday, the 6th and 7th, down in Iva, South Carolina. Please come out and join us, and we'll be talking about all of this cool stuff. Hi from Lake Kiwi. Cool, appreciate it, Davey. What do you use on your spring to get water to your house? Oh man, I could take Eli. You gotta chauffeur me to the next spot. Take care, Jason. Is your ram pump filling a tank? And if so, how high is the tank? It is actually pumping up. I had it pumping up in trees. It's actually pumping to an area. I am actually using this right now to saturate the ground above an area that I'm going to turn into a terraced permaculture area. And I'm just using this as a device to transfer water right now to an area. Hey, you driving?
Yeah.
All right, take me down by the spring. Okay, so what happened to all my comments? I want to study mechanical engineering. What's it like? It's a lot of work. It depends on what kind of school you go to. I also recommend you learn some trades at the same time or before you become an engineer. You'll get so much more out of it. Please don't dump us off over the bank there, Elijah. Okay, cool. I'm out here in it's hard to read comments with this kid driving. Oh, yeah, the spring is being repaired. You're gonna get smacked on that one. Whoa. Okay, keep going.
Okay.
We gotta get these logs up to the house, kid. You've been slacking. All right, stop right there. I don't know if you can see, we're across the creek there. This golf cart will get stuck in my creek, so I'm not driving across. There's my spring. And in the pump I just pulled out. 6 years, my Dankoff pump failed. So, all right, I'm going to show Engineer 775 showing some failures. I've had this direct drive DC pump in my spring, and I checked it last week. I'm like, it's not running. So I pulled it out.
You want to see a crawdad?
Yeah, let's bring them home. Let's eat them. So I'll show you more of the ugly side of Engineer 775 today. This is my spring here, and I pulled my pump out, and I got to bring it up to the shop. We got to disconnect it. But the Dankoff locked up on me. 6 years I have pumped water like crazy, but that shaft is locked. So finally ate a bearing, and so it's been running a pretty rough environment for 6 years. It pumps every day from the solar panels that are 500 feet away. You can't see them from here. Well, maybe you can. See them through the woods? Yeah, they're there. And so this thing moves a lot of water. It's a great pump. It's a Dankoff slow pump, but I got to rebuild it. 6 years it has made it. So sorry about that. So I noticed this the other day. There's about 800 gallons of spring water in here that I do pump to a tank. And so that's why you have backups to backups. Things fail and you got to fix them. Or have backup motors, bearings, and parts to fix them. So what are the questions we got here? So that was my spring. Kind of cool that, you know, people get tired, they can leave and go. That's cool. That's neat. Bearing, yeah.
Oh wow, that's gonna fall soon.
Yeah, and this tree keeps splitting more and more. So one day we're gonna have a sawmill day and cut this baby up. And the lumber, these white pines.
Hello.
Barry, Kawasaki has been demanding assembly and repair time for the engineers since the power supply was a bed sheet overhead. What? Sasquatch is afraid of engineers. That's a good thing that Sasquatch is afraid of engineers.
Yeah, look what I caught.
Look at that. What did Elijah catch? That is one baby salamander. Oh my goodness, where'd he go?
He's right on my hand.
Was he in the spring?
Yeah, it's easy to find him.
Yeah. Cool thing about this place is just
5 seconds, you catch
Elijah. Go get it. The kid just enjoys playing here. Blog TV reunion. What? Nice catch. Oh, yes. Cool. Everyone should learn to weld. I agree. I welded for 5 years while I was going to college and built kinetic sculptures, stainless steel sculptures. We welded a lot of things from spot welding to TIG welding, stick welding, very little MIG, a lot of plasma cutting, but I did mostly TIG on stainless. 304, 316 stainless, and got pretty good at chromoly. We did some aluminum with 2% thoriated tungsten. Did a lot of welding. Really, it's a great thing to learn. And even here, just on the farm, always just breaking stuff. I get to fix it myself. So welding is a great skill. I can use wood stoves to provide in-floor heating with hot water. Absolutely. You can do radiant floor heating. That's an easy thing done all the time. Is it possible to run 2 hydro pumps off of one stream into a single storage? Yes, you can. If you have the water, you can run multiple. If you have the water in the pen stocks to supply it, you can run multiple units. Have you ever used the line, "Trust me and I'm an engineer"? Yes, I have, but nobody seems to trust me. Got any black cherry trees on the property? Yes, I do, and they're very dangerous to the cows. When the black cherries come down, they get toxic. I'm sorry, I keep tapping the camera to get the phone to get the camera comments to come back up. I learned to weld with my solar battery, backup battery. That's cool, Brandon. What is the current state of solar hot water heaters? Wow, that's a good question. There's a lot of Sun Bandit is a really neat way to do solar hot water. The comments went away. There's a lot. That's a whole subject. That's a YouTube live Friday night, 9 o'clock. Go to midnight and talk about it. Floor heat. Yes, wood, propane, solar. Yes, I have a system now of switching from electric to propane to wood. You can do it. Crazy glue or Gorilla Glue? Have at least one of them in stock. Has 775 done any hydroponic growing yet? No, I want to. I don't believe in aquaponics. I don't think that people are getting a good balanced system. I would rather do hydroponics for growing and do your fish separately. I have seen a lot of failures 1 to 2 years into it. Some really nasty quality water for the fish. I think people need to focus on the fish and focus on hydroponics for the growing. That's my 2 cents. And just because I haven't seen a really good system. Somebody prove me wrong. There's a lot of fakery on YouTube, and I just, I'm a ones and zeros. Show me the facts. Does it work or doesn't it work? Ones and zeros. Sorry. So I don't like any of the aquaponics setups I've seen. Really nasty after a while. And maybe if you can spend every waking moment checking pHs and balancing out things, but I don't think anybody's really got it down. Do your hydroponics, grow tons of food, and have your fish. That's why I like my pond. My pond is my aquaponics. You need to see my hydro videos. I'm using 5-gallon buckets. I've seen it. Hey, Desardi. Hey, man. Good to hear from you. I need to go check you out. I haven't seen you or talked to you in a long time. Mark, Bud or Bud Light? Neither. I'm more of a, I like Guinness. Yeah, that's Guinness Stout. That's kind of, I'm not a Bud kind of guy. Anyway, are you prepping for doomsday? Nope, I'm not. I am prepping because I think it's a smart way to live. And I don't care about the scenario. Just want to be prepared. It's just the way that I want to live. How much taxes do you pay? Wow, interesting questions. I pay a lot. What do you think of biodiesel? You know, the biodiesel I'm not a fan of. I'm more of a fan of waste motor oil. Biodiesel goes rancid, and everybody scrambles for any vegetable source when the gas prices go high. And so I'm not. Here, inches are called pumps. What? The Real Martian channel is doing well in aquaponics experimentation. Yeah, but he just got started. Give me. I want to see it after a year or two. Yukon Jack to wash that Guinness. What? Prepping saves money on bills. It sure does. My power bill last month was $50. That's pretty good. I used to have $300 power bills, and now I'm at $50. So I'm pretty happy about it. Ram pump. I just showed you the ram pump. We went from one site to another. I'm on my second Guinness now. All right, jealous. Thanks. I've lost 225 without. Whoa! Oh, I thought the start. Wow, that's impressive. Man, can't do that on Guinness. Another Friday subject, developing springs. I agree, Doc Ops. I agree. That's a good one. I can talk for hours on that one too. Done a lot. Had some failures, had some amazing successes, coupled a lot of other things, storage and ram pumps with them. How much would a site evaluation for a well setup cost me in the middle of Tennessee? Jody, just give me a call. We'll do a phone consultation, figure it out, and usually can figure everything out over the phone. Where am I? I am sitting at the base of my majestic white pine trees in an undisclosed location at 35 degrees latitude, negative 82.35 degrees longitude. I don't know if that helped. How long has everyone been watching E775? Too long. This video's going on for over an hour. I cannot believe it. So the cool thing is people can go away. Boatloads of work on ram pumps this channel. Yeah, agree. I lost my chauffeur. Pedo Laugh classified. Why am I staring at this tree? Elijah, come get me. Eli, I lost my chauffeur. All right. One of the fun things that we've done here is just make a lot of roads, a lot of trails on our property to be able to access down trees and all that. So, married with children or silver spoons? What? Yeah, I'm married, 4 children, no silver spoons, just a bunch of worn out shovels and tools that are worn out. Yeah, move from the city, move from a place of dependency to a place of being responsible. You will work your butt off, but you will be rewarded with peace and quiet, a good night's sleep every night. Trump or Hillary? Are you serious? Those white pines seem like the bases should be compromised soon. Yes, they should be. That was together, that gap. And those babies are coming down, and I'm gonna saw them up. My buddy has a wood miser. We're gonna process them. We're gonna show those Swedish homesteaders, Simeon and his brother, how we do it here. And Wrangler Star, we're gonna show those guys how to use a chisel. Darn it. No, all good guys. I'm just messing with them. We like to do a little bit of everything on the Engineer 775 channel. So I figured I'm not in a corner with Engineer 775. I could do just about whatever whatever we want to do. If I'm going to come play with this creek and make a video on making power, we can do it. So, anyway, maybe I can get some of that white pine to old Samurai Carpenter. What's his name? He's got a pretty cool channel. Man, I gotta get this stuff sawed up. He's probably gonna get mad at me for not getting this processed. That wood has got to be processed soon. Gotta haul these logs out of here. That's what's nice about having a tractor. How many kids do you have locked in your basement? What kind of question is that? Do you go to Oregon? Rainfall there. What? No, I don't go to Oregon. I'm in South Carolina. Moving to the boondocks is awesome. Live is awesome, but most of the time it should be after a video that has a good topic for a Q&A. I agree, Brandon. This is just me experimenting, and hopefully you guys will forgive me. But there's still 150 people on here, and so I'm staying on here, and if you have more questions, I'll try to answer. I'll also give you more of a tour. Whoops, I missed the road. Lost my son, lost the road. The beautiful thing about electric golf carts, nice and quiet, and I can climb just about any hill on any of the steep stuff with this thing. I'm very happy with it. So it is solar energy that keeps this thing going. Where'd that kid go? Elijah! Lost him. Anyway, been a tremendous amount of rain here, so it's kind of muddy and the pond looks bad, but oh well. I'm going to head up to the house. I wanted to show you the ram pump. That's why I went down there, and this is my little pond that we've got stocked, and the various solar things, and my pump house, and what else? What do we got for comments here? Whoa. Why are you watching so many of the same channels as me? Oh, I don't know. What makes the ideal location for homesteading prepping? What makes the ideal location? Great question. What makes the ideal location? Let me just say some things, quick things. You want southern exposure, number one. If you can do some elevation change, that's great. You want to take advantage of gravity. If you've got water on the property, it's a must. Most places you can drill a well if you don't have an open source like this or running water. A mixture of land that you can grow things like here, and then plenty of woods for biomass, for cooking, heating, making power. A lot of good solar. Solar is great, of course. Just think, no video editing with this method. It is just a wonderful thing, Russ B. You got that down. Cat interruption, Cameron. All right. Whoa, where I am? The comments still love the live stream. Have you ever tried to use methane gas? Nope, I haven't. Methanol, but not methane gas. CH4 is methane gas. I have not used that. Do you have alligators in your pond? Maybe bears? No, I had no bears swimming in here today. There are bears around here, black bears. Could use car batteries for solar. You can, not recommended. Car batteries are more rated in cold cranking amps, CCC. They're not. They're plates, and they're not used. They're yes, but they're not the best. Okay. Use 100 Android iPhones suck. What? Use it. Yeah, I agree. I'm using an Android, man. I got a Google Pixel right here. Opening third. Dang, NOC. Opening your third Guinness now. You've been on here. It's been that long, huh? Or you drink that fast? Thanks. You're welcome, Prep Brothers Homestead. I don't know where you guys are at, but I'll have to check you out too. I'm leaving, people. Don't cry. Enjoy your day. Take care. Well, that's real nice. You need some moderators on here. Yes, I do. How do you do that, man? I got to get some moderators. Dang, Omega A. Horrible. All right, here the bullfrogs are coming. Time to go fishing, Eli. That kid took off. He must have ran up to the house. He loves fishing in here. A lot of big catfish in here now. We stocked it years ago, and it's pretty muddy from the rain, but you're them bullfrogs. Between the bullfrogs and the ram pump thumping and no other human noise, this is why I prep. Oh, Elijah just said he's at the house. I guess he's watching me from the house. This technology is crazy awesome. Turn it sideways. I can't turn it sideways now. I started it wrong, and if I turn it, it turns everything upside down. It's locked in this thing. I screwed up, and I apologize. All right, guys, back to the house. I'm watching for questions here if you got them. All right. Back up to the hacienda. When are you doing this again? Well, I need to next Friday night's gonna be hard. Yeah, we'll do it next Friday night. I'm gonna say, let's do May 12th. Friday night will be my first. Is that a Friday? Second week of May, Friday night is when I'm gonna do my live stream. And we got some serious trolls have showed up. All right, let's get to work. Oh man, I really just wanted to drive away from the shop because I'm tired of the mess, tired of working on the mess, but back to work. All right, folks, I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. I'm back here where we started at the ugly side of Engineer 775, working in the shop and working on stuff, getting ready for a big project on Monday in Georgia. So let's get this stuff wrapped up. And what do you think of the Ames inverters for a cheap alternative base? You know, I'm okay with the Ames inverter. Buy two. You know, take care, take care. Who's that? All right, no problem. How do you find a good woman who doesn't run away with all your money? Phew! Lots of prayer. Are you on your fourth Guinness, Mr. NOC? Lots of prayer. Don't go looking. Ask for one to show up. You get in trouble when you go looking. That's where guys get in serious trouble. Anyway, my 2 cents. We haven't got into the philosophies of Engineer 775 yet. That'll be a fun live YouTube video. All right, you see that disaster? From welders to plumbing to electrical to solar to a little bit of everything. We're out of here. Can you do some poor man's videos on alternate items for power? I have done some. I know I throw up some fancy systems, and you're welcome, Mr. Brass. So yeah, I've put up some cheap stuff too. Rich man shop, come on, it's not even finished. I framed it myself with my brother. This is poplar wood from a local sawmill. This is not a rich man shop. This is not even a finished shop. That's a beam I paid nothing for. And drug it up here with my old pickup truck. You know, people say, oh, all the money stuff. There ain't no money here. This is just work, folks. Sorry. I got the metal roof off the front of a church that they decided to brick the front of their church, and they were giving away the metal, and I had to cut it all because it was all angled. So I paid for it, but I got it cheap. So, rich man shop, no, this is just a local materials and putting it together and building it yourself. Okay, it's just a 30 by 40 barn that's not finished. That should have been finished 20 years ago, and it's not. So it's just local materials and delivered here and hauled on pickup trucks and trailers, and that's it. And it's not the prettiest, but it's very functional. And I store a lot of stuff upstairs. Eventually, my wife's going to kick me out of the house, and I'm going to go. That's going to be my office. Practical Preppers is going to take over the upstairs of the shop. Okay, that's it. I'm taking off, folks. Thanks for showing up and all the great questions. I couldn't answer them all, but paint that wood. You know, everybody says that, but I don't want to. I've not put anything on that poplar. Stuff's been there since 1997. I don't want to paint it. I'm just letting it naturally age. So there, I haven't painted my house either. It's all cedar. So anyway, I'm not into paint. It's not my thing. Letting it naturally age, and I like the color. My opinion. Anyway, take care, folks. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Please, a thumbs up is appreciated. According to YouTube, according to Google, and all that stuff, it helps my channel. And let's keep on homesteading, prepping, whatever you want to call it. If you need help with water or power, let me know. Be happy to help. Signing out. As an engineer, what is your assessment of why you don't build well-insulated houses in the U.S.? Short-sighted. People that don't insulate, short-sighted. Build 2x4 external walls is just a waste of your energy going out. At least I try to do 2x6 framing on the outside walls and on my house and everything else. But yeah, very short-sighted. Most construction in the United States compared to Europe. In terms of the thickness of walls, insulation, R values are horrible here. There's a lot of technology, though, that allows someone to build a house very efficient. I don't like an airtight, like a tomb type house. I don't like that, but there's some really awesome materials to build a house insulated efficiently. So do that. Remember the names for future on the We'll remember the names for the future on the BS. What? I don't know what that means. 2x4 is okay. The most important thing is, yeah, window insulation is secondary. Been nice knowing you guys. All right, in the ground, whatever. Okay, this Omega. Somebody get rid of that guy. All right, we'll get work on that. Take care, folks. An hour and a half is way too long for a YouTube live video. Anybody? Any amens to that? Any honey beehives? A bunch of them about 500 yards away on my neighbor's property. My neighbor is a bee expert, and so I have not done it. So anyway, we're out of here. Thanks for watching, folks. Really appreciate it. Thanks for me wasting an hour and a half of your time. Hopefully I got some of the questions answered. Yes, in Germany. All right. Could watch all day. Appreciate that, Prep Brothers. But got to show you some cool stuff in order for you to keep watching. Later.